he was like, I'm either gonna buy like a keyboard or a car. And I was like, well, where are you going? Like, I got a car. You should get that keyboard.
I'm still a little uncomfortable with like people looking at us on stage, as opposed to like DJ. You don't have to look at us. We're not doing anything. We're just playing music. Like look at your friends or the girl you're dancing with or whatever. You know, like I don't know. It's definitely I'm definitely more comfortable up there DJing than I am. I mean, I love playing live, but it's definitely more of like a challenge. It's really cool because like when we play live, it's like we only have like these 8 songs to choose from or these 10 songs to choose from. But when you're like DJing, you can kind of like try and like read a vibe or something, you know, or like I don't know. It's more about like you paying attention to the crowd, so the crowd paying attention to you. It's also like the one thing in performance where it's probably better to be like a little drunk, because then you kind of like then you're in like the party mode or something, you know, like so it works out. But yeah, but then when like I think the last time we DJ'd, we like couldn't get the record player to work. It was probably because we were drinking. I think. We've been at art school that should remain nameless because we didn't like it there. But
because we spent a lot of money on something that we really didn't need to spend a lot of money on. We both lived in the same apartment complex, and we would have these weird noise jams at his house, and then it slowly evolved into like, oh, this is kind of a song. That's weird. Oh, we should take this to the studio and like actually make a song. That'll be interesting. See how that works. And now we've been playing music together for 6 or 7 years. Yeah,
I think that we started in like 2006.
Oh.
Yeah. And I think we didn't really start playing again, like seriously, until we moved in together. We got a house.
Yeah.
We got a house with both of our girlfriends at the time, which was a terrible decision.
Yes.
But maybe because of that, we started like turning to music for our release or whatever, you know. So maybe it worked out in the end. But yeah.
It was pretty fun.
And that's when we like started going like maybe we should like be a band, you know, instead of like just making music for fun. We were like, maybe we could play this for people and they would enjoy it. Yeah.
Our buddy Brent and Andy, they're going to school out at the Academy of Art. He's always wanted to do a video for us, and it just happened to align at the right time that we're like finishing the record. They came up with the majority of the idea, which got to like 60 or 70% like done, and then it was a lot of just like day of like, all right, so then what happens? We
were really afraid of like trying to look cool because we're just like it's just not gonna work if we try and look like cool and like sophisticated. We might as well just be like ourselves. My mind is a living hole, caught in love. Sometimes I feel like, especially in the way we make music, I think is really hip hop like informed. Like especially at the beginning, we were kind of just like taking like loops. Like I mean, we still don't really play on the recordings anything from beginning to end, unless we like specifically try. But for the most part, it's like we kind of jam, we do something like, oh, that works, and we loop it and move on. You know, so it's sort of like hip hop sampling sort of vibe. Yeah. I used to steal like Bone Thugs from my brother and like Blackstreet. I loved Blackstreet and just like all that like garbage radio stuff. I just started making this realization now, and sometimes I still listen to hip hop, but it's so like masculine. I just can't get into it anymore. I don't know how I listened to that as like a white kid in the suburbs of like Southern California. Like I don't know how I related to that, but I liked it. Ultimately, what we like really want to do is make like really amazing pop songs. Like we want to be like Alicia Keys or something, but we're nowhere near as talented, and like don't necessarily like have the voice or the personality to say those sorts of things. So we kind of like find a middle ground between that and just like the weirdness that is like Oakland's music.